Hello everyone, welcome back to today's lesson. In this video, we are going to learn something very simple but very powerful in CSS, which is attribute selectors. Don't worry if this sounds new. I'm going to explain it in the easiest way possible and I'll show you real examples so you fully understand it. Let's get started. In section 1, we are going to talk about attributes. Before we talk about attribute selectors, you must first understand what an attribute is. Look at this simple HTML code we have here. You have input type, which is password, the placeholder, enter your password. Here, the word type here is an attribute. And then the password is a value, okay? So attributes are like small labels or stickers that tells us more information about an element. So for example, the type password tells the browser this input is for password. We have href here. We have this which tells a link where to go, and then this which tells an image where it's a picture, where its picture is. Yes, so it tells an image where its picture is. So in summary, for the attributes are more like I don't yes the attribute we have here is the type, the href, the source, and then its values are the password and then what you see here respectively. Okay, so now that we know what an attribute is, let's talk about attribute selectors. When we say a selector simply means what do you want to style. That's basically selector. So CSS attribute selectors allow us to style elements based on the attributes we have. This means that you can style every input that has the attributes required, style every input, or style only password input, style only links that go to YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, and then others. So this is very or really useful when we want to target very specific elements. Okay, so there are 5 attribute selectors you must know. Let me show you the 5 most important attribute selectors. Don't worry, they are very easy, okay? Trust me. So the first one is the the attribute. The first one has the attribute, which is the first one has the attribute. So one, okay. The first one has the attribute, and then there's something like this. So we are looking at the input, okay. So the attribute here is the required, okay. Let's say background. Wait, let's give it a border so I understand things well. A border, a border to be 2 pixels. solid red. Oh, sorry. This thing has to be off. Oh, so sorry for this. My so sorry for that. Okay. So this is it. Now, what this means is style every input that has the required attribute. So let's go to the HTML code. Okay, we don't have any required attributes. But first, let me copy this and then paste it here. Let me change the type to text. Let me change this to type your name. Okay, so type your name. Let me put the required attributes here. So we have it like this. We have the required attributes for the the input text, the input type text. Let's run the code and then see what we have. Okay, so as you can see, the name has the required attribute, so it has the red borderline around it. Yes, as I said, this is very easy. Okay, it's very easy. So our first selector was the attribute selector. Okay, so it's used to that's the required. So it's used to start every input that has the required attribute. Now we are moving on to the second selector. Moving on to the second selector. So the second attribute is the exact match. So we have the input type, password, and let's set the background color to, let's say,